The holiday party season is officially underway, and that means great company, food, and festive cocktails. And, of course, it means good beer. Here to show us a couple of fantastic recipes that pair very well with beer is our good friend Mary Berg, the one and only winner of Masterchef Canada. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's start with the protocol involved in beer when you have guests over. Do you pour it for them? Do you let them pour it themselves?
You know what? I'm personally a bottle lady, but sometimes it's really nice when you have a nice little chalice, so I'm going to pour you a little beer.
Please.
And let's see how I do at an 8:30 a.m. beer pour.
Let's see how I do hosting a show at 8:30 with a beer in my hand.
That's pretty okay.
Well done.
Nailed it. Okay.
Well, all right, so you're going to show us a couple of recipes that pair very well with beer.
Yes.
Okay.
The very first one we're going to do actually involves beer. And I'm going to get you my ultimate whisker.
Is this mine, though?
That is yours.
Okay.
Yes. If you would come over here and just whisk this for me. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make some croque madame.
Okay.
So my thing is I wanted to add beer into the actual recipe.
Okay.
So we're going to make a roux, that's melted butter.
It already smells so good.
I know, right? Flour in there. Just stir it up a bunch. Okay. You're killing it. Okay. He's like the magician whisker of your morning, and I love it so much. Even with beer in
Mary, you know how to flour.
Yeah. So this is the trick. So usually you just add the milk right now, but I'm going to add about a half a cup of beer.
Okay.
And then you add in the cream or the milk.
Yeah.
And basically you cook that down until all the lumps come out and it gets nice and creamy and thick. And then you add some pecorino cheese and Gruyere. But because this is television, what do we got over here?
We've got the, I guess, what would this be called over here?
This is bechamel. So it's got a little bit of nutmeg in there.
Okay.
It's got some herb de Provence, some salt and pepper.
Beautiful. Okay.
It's delicious.
Okay.
So
just a hint of the flavor of the beer.
Exactly, just a little bit. So the first thing we're gonna do is make these little baby sandwiches because Christmas and the holidays is all about hosting parties.
Yes.
So I like to do them little. So essentially we just do a little bit of Dijon mustard on a couple.
Okay.
Now, are you a ham or a salmon man?
I'm a ham guy.
Okay, perfect. So get a piece of ham, pop it on top.
All right.
And then if you would do the honors of putting a scoop of that on there.
A scoop of it, like this much?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
And just
like
kind of, smush it on. There you go, nailed it.
Smear it.
Yeah.
Smear it.
Smear it on.
All right, there we go.
And then you top that bad boy.
Yes.
With a little bit of the Gruyere.
Uh-huh.
On top of there.
Okay.
And then we do on top.
Yes.
A little bit more schmear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is the holidays. We are gonna have all the delicious things. And then you top it with the cheese. You pop it in the oven just to warm it up.
Okay.
And get it all melty and ooey gooey. And the thing this is officially now a croque monsieur.
Okay, this is
We're gonna fancy it up and throw some nice little quail's eggs on the top.
Oh, that is fancy.
And essentially, what they look like at the end is this beautiful, yummy, delicious little grilled cheesy.
And small is the way to go, right?
Yeah.
Because people are gonna be walking around your house.
Exactly.
Right?
You don't want someone to have a whole egg because, like, egg on dress is not a very
That's not a good
thing.
look on anyone.
No, it's not huge. But it's great. It goes really nicely with the beer, and it tastes
Well, it's got the beer in it as well.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm a big fan. So I do have a plate as well, if you would like one.
Well, you know what? No, let's move on to our next recipe.
Perfect. Okay.
Fantastic.
So the next recipe we're doing is actually little sweet potato latkes.
Ooh,
yeah. So also kind of a holiday thing, a Hanukkah treat.
Yes.
And but I switch it up with some sweet potato and I put a little bit of spice in there.
Could you make this exact same recipe with regular potato?
I have done it, and it is delicious.
Is there a particular type of potato that works best?
I personally like russets. I think they fry up a little bit crispier, which is nice. So if you would stir, if you're able to.
Here, I'm going to put this guy right here.
So essentially, we just stir up some grated sweet potato, some thinly sliced red onion.
Better with the whisk, you know.
I know, but you're killing it. You're doing so well. I got some salt in there, bit of pepper.
Okay.
Little bit of cumin.
Okay.
Some panko to make it extra crispy.
Panko, love it.
Some cornstarch.
Okay, and the cornstarch is for what, to dry it out?
That kind of makes it also extra crispy.
Okay.
Bit of flour.
And that's what you want. You need a lot.
You want it to be crunchy.
Really crunchy.
It's like what goes better with beer and a delicious like Pilsner at the holiday times, and this beer was brewed for the holidays, than French fries. And this is kind of like French fries.
It was really brewed for the holidays?
Yeah, in Belgium. It was made for this little town in Belgium, and it's lovely.
Oh, good.
So essentially, we just mix that up until it's a thing.
All right.
You know what? We can also end it.
Until it's a thing.
Till it's a thing.
Okay.
We're killing it. And then
right.
on top of these, I make a pear jam, a pear ginger jam.
Tell me more about this.
So it goes really nicely with the flavors in Stella. It's yummy, it's warm, it tastes like Christmas, and I love it. So it's just pears, a little bit of brown sugar, and some ginger.
All right.
Which snazzes it up a bit. a sprig of rosemary, and some
Sprig
water.
of Mary Berg.
Oh, killing it. And we mix that up, and essentially what
Okay.
we get eventually.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, it's gonna be tasty.
That rosemary really changes
It does.
the character of it.
It
huh?
makes it a bit more holiday-y.
Yeah.
And the good thing about these recipes is you can bring them to a party, you can have them at your party, and then have a sharing bottle of the nice Stella, which is nice to share with people. But essentially, we cook
Yes.
that down.
Yeah.
Here are the latkes all done and fried.
Beautiful.
Top it with a little bit of sour cream. And then a little bit of the jam.
That is beautiful, Mary Berg.
It's tasty, they're yummy, they're warm, and they're
Here, I'm
good.
going to try one of these over here.
I'm gonna do this.
Let's try this one.
There you go.
There we
So the
Okay.
beer is, where's your beer?
My beer's over here.
You need your beer.
Need
yeah.
my beer? All right.
But it's a really great holiday treat. It's easy to make. Well, it's kind of messy, so you gotta watch
so
out.
good.
We're gonna get napkins. And it's really, really good. So thank you for having me.
Mary, thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Oh,
Merry
happy
Christmas.
holidays. Thank
Cheers,
you.
everyone.
Oh,
You can get both these recipes on our website, yourmorning.ca. Don't go anywhere.
thank
you,
you
Mary
so
Berg.
much. This was great.
Your Morning is brought to you in part by Stella Artois, originally brewed for the holidays, enjoyed ever since.